Okay, here we are with some of the very earliest motors. Got my Speedy Quad here, and the early motors, including the LePage. These motors were little magnetic flappers, and the electric would go on and off to pull the magnet and let it go each time. And then that was coming out of the 20s and going into the 30s. We then started getting motors showing up with open frame type motors. Uh, International Model Products, or IMP, got their start in the late 20s or early 30s. And these are some of this is their very first motor and box. I happen to have found one with a brass label and one with an aluminum label, so that's a variant in my book. And then the gold top, which motors are pretty decent to find, but the boxes are almost like unobtainium. My box is miserable, but it's the best I've been able to find. So this is our pre-war stuff. And then International Models Products really got rolling coming out of Japan with the Occupied Japan imps that say Occupied Japan on the bottom. Of course, the U.S. was trying to bolster the economy coming out of Japan, and that was the start of us turning them into the world's workshop, the Japanese. So you'll see here International Models Products had a number of names for their boats. I've got the boxes that they used here, but not every representation. They did call some of their other designs the Champion, and then just plain outboard motor, and different variations. This display shows the Western Import Triumph outboard motor and NBK versions in pairs, and little tiny differences of different kind of tillers arms and on them and that sort of thing. I've got them all facing in a direction where the labels can show. So moving down here is the Mermaid display, and the earliest Mermaids, I'm pretty sure that I think they may have started with the metal motors, but I'm not positive of that. We don't have a real good handle on the dates, but I've found as many color variants as I can. But in the back here we have the Starlets in both blue and in red, and the blue one came in a box that they say Mermaid Starlet, but it wasn't the traditional orange box for Mermaid Starlet. So it might have been the very first one. And then the Mermaid Starlet box for this one's the OB6, it does say. So I guess that does date it, because these earlier metal ones were called OB5. All the color variations here are OB5s. And then we have an OB3, which is the orange one. And I've never found the dark blue, but I've had people come up at this meet and say they know of the dark blue. And of course, Jack Browning has told us about his, and we've seen it. And then the more common Mermaid is this regular blue one. All right, moving down to Aristo-Craft. The ones on the top row are all the ones that say on the box with stand. And I've done a lot of research, and I'm pretty sure all the stands are now correct for these. And some of them came to me with the stands, and others, I found other examples on eBay confirming which stands came with them. So that's the with stand, and then all the ones that did not come with stands I've got down here on the bottom row, and I just put them on my Kidco models 1/10 scale scans.